the safety of intermittent fasting, a popular strategy to lose weight by limiting food intake to certain times, was called into question by a surprise finding from research presented at a medical meeting. Limiting meal times to a period of just 8 hours a day, get this, was linked to a 91% increase in risk of death from heart disease in the study, which was released on Monday in Chicago. The American Heart Association published only an abstract, leaving scientists speculating about details of the study protocol. The study was reviewed by other experts prior to its release, according to the American Heart Association. 91% increase in death from heart disease. This is what screams out to me before you jump into it and get into your.
See how I'm looking at you.
Your thing, what? Yeah. We had a triggering episode on Monday for you. Let's get another one today. They're going to tell you. This is again from me. You can call me disinformation expert. They're going to throw at you every possible way that you can get heart disease or heart attacks or whatever heart issues. They're going to throw at you every possibility of it being something other than what they stuck inside of you and what they forced you to get. Mm-hmm. My perspective. You give us a perspective of the intermittent fasting, because I know you actually do that. Mm-hmm. I've done it a couple times. You know, I would like to do longer, but you give us your perspective from that concerning what the American Heart Association is telling us.
Yeah, because one of the reasons why I started it is when I was just at a low point in my life and I was just eating myself into 240 pounds until I was like, all right. And I just started working at the city of Rochester, and I was like, all right, I need to get in shape. Period, right? You get that moment, you get in shape. But how can I do it effectively and do it in a different way? And I found intermittent fasting, eating 1 meal a day, the OMAD diet, right? Which then which transitioned into keto, right? You got the keto diets and all that stuff. And I was able to lose 40 pounds, get down to 200 just from eating 1 meal a day. Mm-hmm. And then also I went down as low as 180 pounds near my high school weight.
Dang, that's
right. But but I felt way better than I ever felt. But if I would have stayed in the other, I would have been that heart diseased statistic versus when I lost the weight. I used to tell people all the time, do not underestimate the ability to put your socks on standing on one foot. I couldn't do it before, but then after I fasted and lost all that weight and, focused on just taking steps, if you average between 15,000 to 20 steps a day and eat 1 meal a day, you will lose a lot of weight. But more importantly, you will feel good about yourself. I don't see how they can kind of correlate that as like some unhealthy approach to losing weight when you are literally repairing your heart at the same time.
Well, Lavelle, these are the professionals, okay? You can't discredit scientists.
And who's it again? By who?
American Heart Association.
So the American Heart Association, who I'm pretty sure gets paid or gets kickbacks from somewhere else, because if people weren't having heart disease.
Yeah, pharmaceutical industries, I'm sure, are sending money their way.
And if people aren't prescribing to the medication, because you're like, you know what? I saw this thing on the internet about intermittent fasting, and a friend of mine did it, and he looks great. Like, I want to try that myself. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa.
Consult with your doctor first.
Consult with him first, who's probably 600 pounds himself,
yeah,
right?
Smoking and their cigarette breaks. Oh, man, dude. I can't. This is what really irks me. I'm so tired of this, where they're just gaslighting the F out of you, and telling you that intermittent fasting is linked to a 91% increase in risk of death from heart disease. That literally makes no sense.
It doesn't. Like, you're not eating the 3 usual days.
Your
breakfast, lunch, a day.
Your caloric intake is lower. Your activity is higher. Your body is rejuvenating itself from the inside, not just you working out. But the cellular structures are then saying, all right, we no longer have the sugars and the carbs to eat from. We're going to go ahead and take it away from the stored fat in your body. Yeah. So your body is working harder to get rid of the fat in your body. And I've never seen anything negative from it.
How disrespectful is that to our system itself, our bodies? Like, they're really telling us that we are not in control of how our body operates.
Right. They need to put it into our foods.
Yeah.
No. Don't fast. We'll take care of you. Just come consult with your doctor who has been taught how to prescribe medication to you, because everything your doctor tells you is fixed by a pill or a shot.
Or ask the doctor, when did breakfast become the most important day within your mind?
Right. It never was for me.
Why do they call it break fast or breakfast? It's literally specifically designed to stop your fasting timeline. It takes 10 hours to break down food. Once that 10 hours comes, now you're in a fasting state. Now your body is looking for energy to use to get you through. But if you don't feed it, it's going to eat the fat that's already in your system. It's going to repair the cells that have already been damaged from the burger you ate, the Whopper you had the night before.
Why are you looking at me like I didn't just eat a freaking steak sub last night?
the bacon that you eat at breakfast, the crap that you eat on lunch. Just think of that. How many times you're feeding your body does not have any time to rest. How is that an issue for your system?
And my irk about all this is obviously they're kind of trying to tell you to still continue eating, and what they tell you to eat are not really actually good for you. No. A lot of the stuff that we ingest into our bodies, if you look at those people who are very much into, actual organic eating, actual vegetables, because there's a bunch of vegetables that aren't even appropriate. I'm learning this myself. Yeah. Like, we're talking about broccoli is like man-made.
Man-made, yeah.
Corn has no real benefits to it.
Mm-hmm. And then we can't even digest it.
Right. So because it comes out the exact same way it went in.
You see it when it comes out.
It's like a pizza bagel, pizza bites that do not digest. But we're seeing everything, even when it says like your juice that you drink, that I love, pineapple orange juice. But then when I go to read the ingredients, it's like a couple different added ingredients at the bottom that, seem like they are very, inorganic. So I'm trying to cut back on that. I'm trying. I would love to get into juicing. I was into juicing about 12 years ago, and I had a juicer and everything. I would love to get back into that because I can do a juice, cleanse like no other. I can live off of juice. I love juice, and it gives us, the energy from inside of the earth material that it soaks up. That is what we need to get back to. And that's one of the reasons why I hate going to grocery stores anymore. I would love to get back into going to the public market, getting the meat directly sourced from farmers, getting produce directly sourced from farmers, be able to speak to the farmer and say, what chemicals are you using on this, so that I know what I'm ingesting into my body with this food. But hey, I think we all need to hold each other accountable. If you're into that kind of stuff, please get onto our Facebook page, Politically Correcting Facebook page, and hold us accountable, because I want to get into that. If you go to the public market on Saturdays or Sundays, let me know. I'll go with you. I'll go check it out.
Shout out to DJ Bob with the Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah, he's killing it today. When we come back, we're going to get into the topics of immigrants and gun control. We'll be right back here at the WYSL radio station. Lavelle Lewis, myself, the Jose P.O., Politically Correcting Boys. 346-3000 is the number to call in if you have some insight that you want to speak up about. Give us a call.
You're clear.
Have some more pie. It doesn't